that Easter morning, I came here as usual. It was my Sunday morning, and I remember I said, gee, this is strange. No coffee is on. I said, I don't hear the shower running, because sometimes Karen would be in the shower and then she'd run down. And I remember I listened, and the house was so still. And I remember saying to myself, there was a cold feeling in the house, a cold feeling, and I walked into the dining room, and I remember saying, where are the Easter baskets? You know, I said, this is strange. She must have changed her routine, because I know Karen would have baskets for each of the guys, not only candy, but something very practical also for them to be able to use. And I didn't see the dining room set up as usual. So, and then I said, well, maybe she did everything the night before with the guys. Maybe there was a change in plans or whatever. So I didn't stay in the house. Like I said, it was just an eerie feeling.
As I was listening to Father Roy's homily, which I heard the night, Father Greg's homily, which I heard the night before, I was attracted to a plane in the sky. And it was a beautiful, bright morning, no clouds in the sky, and the plane going from the east to the west. And as the plane was in the middle of the sky, and all of a sudden the plane, it was as if it made just a right angle turn. It just disappeared into the blue. The words came into my mind. Someone that you know very well is journeying into God. And then it was repeated again. And so I asked, the first thing I thought of was my sister Mary, who had cancer. And so in my mind I asked the question, is something going to happen with Mary? Will the cancer come back? And it's like, no, that's not right. And then I says, you know, what is this? Then I asked the question, well, something happened to me. I was supposed to be taking a trip on a plane to Brazil, and I knew that was wrong. I should have known because of the plane and being fast that it was associated with Karen, but that didn't, I knew at the second question that I was off. And it's like, no, you really don't understand. And then that had passed, and then I was drawn back into the rest of the homily. When I came back to St. Mary's, I had gone down to the office, and every morning on Sunday mornings, Karen and I would call each other. And so that after the liturgy, I went down to the office, and as I was opening the door, the phone was ringing, and I thought, she beat me to it. So I go to answer the phone, and it was my sister Mary on the phone, saying that my brother Ray had called and that Karen was missing. And from that moment on, I knew what that plane meant. I knew that Karen was not just missing, but that in fact she had journeyed into God.
She did die on Good Friday, and you almost make those links and say, you know, this was the day our Lord died, and here she was called back to God on that very day. We can say that, well, this perhaps was, we're all in God's providence, and what happens to us, you know, how we live, how we die eventually, is in God's hands. And I think she was a good friend to our Lord, a very good and special friend to our Lord, both in her own spirituality and also in all that she did through her ministry.
The following was written by Sister Karen just before Holy Week in 1991. These are her words. Dear brother, I don't know what the circumstances are that will lead you to hurt me or destroy my physical body. No, I don't want it to happen. I would much rather enjoy the beauties of this earth. I forgive you for what you have done, and I will always watch over you, help you in whatever way I can.
As I just became aware with a letter that Sister Jean, Sister Karen's sister, gave me of something she wrote in 1991, and it was called Dear Brother. And in this, it was just one page, and basically, in 25 words or less, it was, Dear brother, you know, I love life, I love people, I love my God, and I'm here for you. But even if you were to do something to harm me, I will still love you, and I will forgive you. That was in 1991. And so that was a real eye-opener for me when I read this just the other day.
She talks about an interrupted sleep. And so that somehow or other, that it then said to me that God revealed to her in some form that she might have, that she would endure some type of violence. And then her response was this letter. And it was such a gift that she was able to express that.
God blessed Sister Karen not only with the passion to live out his message, but also the creativity to express it. In July of 2005, she had the inspiration for Nonviolence Begins With Me. This saying, printed on signs, which can be seen all over Western New York, was more than just a slogan. For Sister Karen, it was a way of life.